Hi everybody, Joe Brancato, the Airgun Scientist. Today's going to be a fun day. We got a pair of FX Impacts, a Mark II and a Mark III, and they're both 30 calibers, and we're going to have a lot of fun shooting today at various ranges. We're going to start out at 70, see how it goes from there. We're going to start out with pellets if we get time. We'll be doing some slugs as well. This one's got the power plenum, and this has got the larger 720 power plenum, but we're going to show you that this old girl does pretty good. We'll be shooting them both, so stay tuned and watch this video. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to fill her up with air. So here we go. We have the extended, by the way, if you have an impact, you got to have one of these because that male quick disconnect is just way too far in there. So hit us up if you ever want to know how to get one of these. You just put this on there. This we either have it that they have a male quick disconnect so you can use any hose with it, or we have it that they screw directly onto the hose. I like this, I don't know why. I could have just put that on here permanently. We have those too. Now we're going to fill it up. We have a 250 580, a 580 cc by 250 bar. We also have the 300 bar upgrades. So this is a fast fill. I had the quick release, what's that thing called? The easy flow. Forgot it. So we have a fast flow tank with us today. So there we go, 250. We normally have a slow flow tank with us. We're known for our slow flows, just not today. Because I thought I had my easy fill, which we forgot. We always forget something, but easy fill's okay to forget. It's when you forget like your laser rangefinder. The slow flow is best because you don't overshoot the pressure in the gun. That can cause issues, especially if the gun's not regulated, then it can lock up. A lot of the older guns would lock up if you fill them up with too much, or they just shoot poorly. The extra pressure closes the valve real fast, so they don't shoot as fast. A lot of people think if you put more pressure in a gun, it shoots faster. It actually usually shoots slower. So you can see we're at 250 bar. We're just gonna vent the tank. There you go. We're gonna disconnect that. I always leave the extended female quick disconnect on the gun. No reason to, other than the fact that I always leave the easy fill on the gun, or the female extended FQD on the gun. I'll put that here. The feet are nice so that it doesn't roll around. We're gonna start off with the 30 caliber Mark III. This has been shooting well. I've got the Titan 5 to 25 by 56 first focal plane scope on it. This one is in MRADs. MRADs, MOA, basically the same thing, just a little bit larger. For an MOA, 3.6 inches versus 1. Look at our previous video if you want to know the difference between MRAD and MOA, how they come about, what it means to be a first focal plane. It's a great video. I'm pretty proud of that one. I think it really explains a lot. This one's pretty much maxed out with all the doodads you can put on it. We put the good scope. We put the Accu-Tac rings with the levels in them. You'll see that. We've got this nice GRS bipod that suspends from the top, as well as this Picatinny rail that extends all the way out. We're using an extended trigger guard to protect the bottle, or if we want to use a bipod that goes down here. We're using the DonnyFL. We've got the Saber tactical bag rider, and the KLS. I love this. So this is the setup I like. And I specifically asked my guys to set it up for me. By the way, this is out of the box. It's not even tuned, okay? We just pull it out of the box. Everything we shoot is usually right out of the box. And the reason we don't tune them, like really go crazy tune them, we want you to know what to expect from the gun out of the box without a crazy tune on it. Yeah, we'll spend it on there, but we want you to know this is like not a hand-picked gun with a hand-picked barrel. It's right out of the box. Probably the part I don't like the most is filling my magazines. And so we'll just cut through this quickly. We're shooting at 70 yards here. We checked it out with a laser rangefinder. I'm just gonna side saddle this post here for some reason. I love this system. Okay, I've got the bolt back. I'm just, while I'm talking to you, Alex is to the side, my cameraman. I totally dig this KLS butt pad. And the reason for that is, with a decent bipod in the front, all you do is you just set it right here for the rough settings. So I'll put right about there. And then you tighten it up. And then right here, this is a screw-like affair. And then that's your fine adjustment. So that's just the coolest, dude. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna get that pretty close to there. I'm gonna close the breech now. Now we're locked and cocked, ready to fire. I do not put a lot of my body on the gun when I'm shooting. You know, it's a hard habit to get out of. A lot of us, myself included, came from the powder era, or powder guns, and we're taught to hold the gun tightly. And that's almost pretty close. And the thing with that is, with an air gun, you don't need to do that, and you're putting your pulse. I can feel my blood from my pulse in my cheek just vibrate this gun right off of where it's got to go. All right, we got a breeze coming. Yep, that did it. I feel it coming from left to right. She's pushing, so I'm going to miss. It's at least two of them are in the same hole. It's a minute of squirrel, but it's not. That's pretty good. It's actually not a bad group. So as you can see, I'm not going crazy, you know, overly trying to aim this thing. I'm doing some good, quick, fairly rapid shots. All right, so that was the Mark III, which is a fantastic gun. You know what, let's give this old gal a shot. We've got the Mark II here. First thing I'm gonna do is pull the bolt back, empty out the magazine. I know there's no pellet in there, but I always would prefer to dry fire it and make sure there's no pellet in there, as I did. Again, it's always safer. It's just better to not have a pellet in there. All right, we're gonna swap guns. Okay, so now we're gonna shoot the Mark II, also in 30 caliber. I'll tell you what, any of the impacts, Mark 1s, 2s, and 3s are just always phenomenal guns. They're always stellar shooting. So let's give this one a shot. And this one's set up a little different. Like I said, you don't have to spend big bucks to have a lot of fun with an impact. You can just, right out of the, well, I won't say right out of the box, but I mean, we've got a scope on it, a DonnyFL, same DonnyFL, similar too, by the way. That is the Shogun. So that is amazingly quiet. It is cool to see that all you really hear is the hammer here and the thud back there. It's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna do that leg thing again. And then I gotta use a squeeze bag back here. So I use what I call a squeeze bag. Now, a squeeze bag is basically just a bean bag, rear rest, whatever you want to call it. And then what I do, okay, unlike a powder gun, which most of us come from shooting powder guns, we're all used to holding a rifle tight because it's going to recoil, and if not, you're going to get hurt, like a shotgun or something. So we all keep a gun tight. And I used to shoot like that, but when I'm shooting in a really important match, I don't shoot like that. In fact, I touch the gun as little as possible because the gun's not going to recoil unless you're shooting a 50 caliber, but you're not shooting a 50 caliber in a match. Something like this 30 barely recoils. Technically, yeah, it's got a tiny bit, nothing you have to worry about. So what I do, I have my scope set up, I've got my magazine in, I'm all ready to shoot. I put my squeeze bag here, and what I do is I get on target, all right, and I get it, and then when I'm there, I'll just give it a little up and down by squeezing it. If I squeeze it, it'll go up. If I relax, it'll go down. And that's how I aim. And I don't put my cheek on the gun because my pulse in my cheeks will set it off target. You'll see it go every pulse. It's kind of cool. So it's an annoyance. I hear a vehicle.
Take a minute.
So I'm going to take a second here. Okay, so let's shoot. We're going to shoot the, let's see which target are we going to shoot at now. We're going to shoot the middle left target. And this scope is only 15 power. It's a good quality scope, but 15 power is my old eyes. I like strong, 25. So let's take another shot now with the Mark II. The Mark II, we wanted to bring this gun, all of these impacts, Mark 1s, 2s, 3s, are just extremely accurate. They're fantastic. And we wanted to show you don't have to put a lot of money into the gun, you know, with a lot of expensive stuff. Now, this is a good scope. It's an $800 scope, just like on the other one had an $800 scope. The only thing about this is it goes down to it goes up to only 15. My eyes, I like a 25 or a 24 power. So, but still, we're just trying to show you don't have to go crazy with all the accessories. You'll still get good groups. We're going to shoot at the middle target on the left. And I have to shoot one diamond down, not that you'll know that, but I will, so I got to remember that. And wind isn't too bad today, but if this thing was 15 power, man, it would be so much easier. All right, here we go. Up, I feel wind. It's going to shoot to the right. I'm going to wait a second. Here we go. Shoot. I didn't have my finger on the trigger. I pulled it. It's got a light trigger. We may discount that first shot. Ah, that's pretty good. I guess that first shot was pretty good. I guess I was on target. Oh, yeah, nice group. Real nice group. Look. Oh, where the heck did that one come from? That went way high. And we've shot a lot of pellets out of this gun today. I guess you always get a crazy one.
Flyer.
Flyer? And that thing took off like a rocket. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, we're right back where we were. Oh, yeah. Another one up there. What's going on? Is it me, or am I forgetting to, am I using the wrong... Oh, you moron. I think I'm using... it just happened to be one milled dot off. Guess what? I'm using the wrong one. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, I used the wrong mill dot on those two other shots. That's funny. Yeah, that's fantastic. So let's go take a walk down there and see what it is. That's two awesome groups. We've got the close-up camera. Let's give a little detail on it. So the Mark II is the one on the left. Okay, so here we are. We walked to 70 yards. No, just kidding. This is the Mark III, so we'll put that down as such. Mark III. And that is easily a thumb-sized group, except for that one guy. How about that? Oh, well, I don't know. That must have been me. This group, this is the Mark II. It's actually either a better shooting or better wind conditions. Look at that group. These two flyers, that is user error. Chalk that up to me. I was using, I was shooting 1 mil dot down, which was, or MOA or whatever it was, down here, and I used 2. So that's why when I used the second one, it brought me up a full. That's why those two guys are exactly up there. That's basically the group right there. There's my thumb. Let's do a pinky. It's not quite a pinky, but it's close to it, man. This is 70 yards, lasered off. So I'm pretty impressed so far. Maybe we'll throw a couple of hybrids in there, see how those work. And we'll try that out again. So, okay, so one of the things we should do is chronograph these guns. We could have done that while we're shooting, but basically we forgot. So we're just gonna take a couple of shots, not even shoot at the target, just let you know what this thing is doing. I'll keep it near my mic, maybe you'll even hear it say it. All right, so here we go. I don't even need to aim this. Let's get this in here. Yeah, let's see where it shoots at 100 and some yards. All right, can you hear that? 879. Ooh, son of a gun. All right, so 879 for the first one. And I dropped all me pellets here, guys and gals. That's not good. The tape stuck to me. Let's try another one. Let's try it again. And we'll crank it up. Maybe you'll hear it this time. All right, here we go.
884.
884.6.
0.
Oh, 26. Oh, we got, it's doing foot-pounds. We didn't put the weight in there. 884. All right, let's see.
888. 26.
All right, 888.
3.
So we're in the 888, 886 range.
886. 26.
Okay, so pretty much dead on at 886. If I was shooting this in a match, that's about where I'd want it, the highest I'd want it, no faster. 860 to 900, you're right there. So that's that gun. Let's try the other gun now. Okay, so here we are with the Mark III, and I have no clue where this is shooting. It sounds like it's shooting similar to the other gun by just listening to the distance and power and all that kind of stuff. Let's see where she's heading.
879.
All right, 879.
25.
877.
877.
Okay, 877.
6. 875. 25.
All right, so 875.
5. 879. 25. 8.
All right, so we got 879, 875, 877, 879 out of those. So that's pretty consistent too. Just a few, I mean, we could crank it up, and we're not going to, but we could if we wanted to. And I'm gonna pull that mag out, and that's it. Okay, so next we're gonna shoot just a couple of slugs for 2 reasons. One, to see how accurate they are. Now, slugs are for long distance, guys and gals, not 70 yards. So I'm not expecting stellar results with the hybrids. They're gonna shine at 150 yards. If we get a chance to film that, well, then we'll do that. But right now, let's get a couple of the hybrids, put them in, and we'll see what happens. So we just loaded up, as you saw on the video, we just loaded up the 44.5 grain 30 caliber hybrid slug. We're gonna shoot 4, we're gonna crony it, and then we're also gonna see how it does accuracy-wise. So here we go. So we're gonna shoot below each of those targets. This is the Mark III, we're gonna shoot below the Mark III, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay. There we go. All right, there we go. So we're set up there. And like I said, these are hybrid slugs, but we're too close. Same hole. Oh. Chromium. As the chrony turned off. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna get a couple of speeds. I forgot to get the speeds out of these two, so it's gonna be a little bit of a delay. Let's try that again.
800, 65, 24.9.
865 for the first one.
800, 75, 25.5. 800, 42, 23.
Interesting, not as good a group from the first time.
6. 800, 63.
So, quite interesting here. What happened was, as you can see on the first target where I did the 3 shots and I forgot to use the chronograph, we got an awesome group. And then I turned barrel harmonics is changing. So that goes to show you how the harmonics of the barrel changed when I added that weight of the chronograph. So mind that, okay? So we learned something. Let's turn off our batteries because they're gonna die. So a little bit of information. Like we normally do, put your chronograph under the gun or on the side or on something, but don't put it on the barrel because it changed the harmonics completely of this gun. This third target will be with the other gun, the Mark II, and we'll remember this time to shoot it off the barrel. Okay, so now we're going to shoot the Mark II. We're going to remember this time to turn on the chronograph while we're shooting. That way we can get the target. And we put the chronograph below the barrel, not on the barrel, so it doesn't upset the harmonics of the tune. Let's see. Let's turn that puppy on. And then let's find it. There we go. And remember, ignore the feet per, listen to the feet per second, but the number that comes after that, the foot-pounds is not accurate because I didn't put the proper weight in for the pellet. So let's just get going. Bottom left-hand target, here we go. Again, I gotta remember to use the correct
$868, 25.
868.
1. 868, 25.
All right, 8628.
1.
868 times 2.
870, 25.2. 865, 24.
So the
0.9.
865, 870, 868, 868. So that's pretty good. That's excellent. Very, very good. Let's take a look, see how we did. So as can be expected, pellets outshine slugs at this range. When you start going 150, 200 yards, your slugs are gonna outperform your pellets, but we're still doing better with pellets versus slugs. This is the Mark II. This is the Mark III. This doesn't really count because we put the chronograph on the barrel. This is with the chronograph off the barrel, and this is with the chronograph off the barrel. So pretty good groups though, but you would see these start to do better than the pellets as you go out further. So let's go back and talk about what we found out. Okay, so what did we learn today? Well, we learned that this Mark II and this Mark III did pretty stellar with pellets. In fact, they did better with pellets than they did with slugs at 70 yards. Wow, not like we weren't expecting that. Again, as we've said many times, pellets will outshine out to about 150 yards. You start getting the slugs to get a little better. The slugs will retain their speed, less drop, they have a better ballistic coefficient. But for 70 yards, you see the kind of groups we're getting. I'd be proud of those. Those are definitely minute a squirrel head. So now, you may have noticed that there's a few feet per second drop between the slug and the pellet, even though they're the same weight. So why would the slug go slower? Well, let's take a little close look at that. Okay, so here's the bearing surface where it touches the rifling for the pellet is just this little sharp corner here and the very tip of the skirt there. So you can see the friction area here versus here, as opposed to the slug, which is the full surface except for the ogive where it starts to curve in. But everything from here back is bearing against the barrel. So that's going to have more friction surface, hence it's going to go a little bit slower, possibly more slower, but that's why the same amount of weight goes slower for a slug versus a pellet. So I hope you had a good time. We did out here at the Top Gun Airgun Ranch. It was a lot of fun shooting. We enjoy doing these videos. Give us a call. Let us know what you want to see. Give us a questions. Hey, I'd like to know this. I'd like to know that. Thanks a lot for coming along with us. This is Joe Brancato, the Airgun Scientist, saying take care, God bless, straight shooting, and safe shooting.